speak for yourself. Marcel Wiley, Emmanuel Ocho doesn't look as good today, but he's here. Let's get to my Clippers, who look amazing right now because Kawhi Leonard had successful surgery Tuesday to repair a partial tear of his ACL. The injury kept him out of the Western Conference Finals that we would have won if he were healthy. Duh. There's no timetable for Kawhi's return, but this offseason, he's expected to decline his player option, which will make him a free agent. Slick Rick is back, but Acho, at the Clippers title window with Kawhi closed.
Finito is done, but it was closed before Kawhi had his ACL surgery. Here's why, y'all. NBA history, at least since the 2000s. Slick Rick, you know this, Sal. I tried to tell him this. It's this. When you got two superstars on a team, you know within 2 years if it's going to work or not. LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, we knew in 2 years. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, we knew in 2 years. Shaq and Dwayne Wade, we knew in 2 years. James Harden and Russell Westbrook didn't even take us 2 years. Paul George and Russell Westbrook didn't even take us 2 years. You know within 2 years if something is going to work or not. PG and Kawhi, within the first 2 years, we already saw, you know what? This don't look like it has a high likelihood of working. Even CP3 and Devin Booker in 2 years, boom, they making magic happen. When you combine a superstar and an all-star, or two all-stars, or two fringe superstars, you know within a year or two what you got. LeBron and AD, the list is countless. Combine the cats within 2 years, you know. This is a microwave society. It is not a slow cooker society. It's not an oven society. It's none of that. We know instantly what is going to happen when you combine two superstars, or at least a superstar and an all-star. So whether Kawhi comes back to the Clippers, whether he doesn't, his health is going to be irrelevant. We already knew the window was closed. But I'll play the game with y'all for the rest of the conversation anyway.
Otto, you can speak in this calm, tempered, composed tone and pretend that you're just being illogical. I'm just being the accountant here. I'm just reading the receipts. It's not going to hide the fact that that is a Lakers fan talking right there. Because here's the reality. First of all, we have no proof that this doesn't work. I'm not taking the bubble with Montrezl Harrell and Lemon Pepper Lou and the issues that they had and using that as a referendum of whether that combination worked or not. And I'm certainly not using this year because they were good until one of the two stars happened to get hurt and was taken out of the equation. What I see is that the window isn't closed. It just opened up because this roster, to me, is in its prime. All the key pieces are either signed or easily signable to keep it composed. And they weren't just missing Kawhi Leonard. They were missing Serge Ibaka and Ivica Zubac. And I dare say if they had had one of the three, we'd be talking about the Clippers versus the Bucks, not the Suns versus the Bucks at this stage. So this idea that we've seen the Paul George, Kawhi Leonard combo, and it simply has not delivered, I push completely back on that, Acho Lakers fan, because we haven't seen it. We have not seen it in full with this particular roster.
Slick, let me push back on your pushing of my theory. At this point in time, 10 years into somebody's career, you kind of know who they are. We know that Kawhi Leonard does not have vocal and verbal leadership skills. We know that. At this point in time, having two lower extremity injuries in the last 4.5 years, if you will, we all, if we desire, could put a injury-prone stamp on Kawhi. Because Kawhi Leonard load manages to prevent himself from injury. So we're already cognizant of the fact that he's kind of an injury risk. So while we coddle his career during the regular season, he still suffered an injury. No knock on guys that are injury prone. It's just a fact. So there's that. There's also the fact that, Slick Rick, you understand anatomically, you tear an ACL, it could lead to collateral damage. Klay Thompson tears his ACL. He's about to start the season. Tears his Achilles. So there's no assumption that even when he comes back, best case scenario, probably after the All-Star break in about 7 months, even when he does come back, that he won't get hurt again. I don't speak this over Kawhi Leonard's life. I'm just talking about the science behind the body and anatomy, etc. So the window is closed because they likely weren't going to win with that combination. We have a 2-season sample size, at least a 2.5-season sample size. And even if he does come back, there's no guarantee that he comes back and stays healthy because we know Kawhi Leonard does not have vocal leadership skills. And at this point, we know he also has injury prone.
Oh, that Laker fan, take that suit off. We know you got on some purple and gold underoos under there. Come on, man. Kawhi gonna opt out, get more money, come back, and he got a new knee. A new knee? You all talking about collateral damage. Shoot, give me a new knee. Boy, I'm going to be out there on that dance floor fast, and that's what Kawhi's going to do. And he's going to come to realize, I got a squad. Be real about this, Acho. You never leave a situation until you fully flex, until you fully exhaust what's there. Playoff P is for real. He had to carry the water this year without Kawhi. Be real. He dropped it a couple times, spilled a little, but for the most part, he carried the water. And Terrence Mann was discovered. Terrence Mann lived up to his last name. He's a man, someone we could bank on. On top of the fact that, hey, Zubac, stay healthy. Serge Ibaka, come back. We got a squad. We have 8 players right now under contract. At least next season, including the following key players. Marcus Morris, I talked about Mann, Zubac, Pat Bev, signed for one more season, no matter how he feels about his playing time, etc. So I look at all that in totality, I say, okay, we're set. What's out there that's going to stop us? Nothing. We swept the Lakers this year, 3-0. Sorry, Acho. 3-0 in that regular season matchup. 21-17 against teams above 500, so that's a damn good record. 17-10 against teams in the top 10 in the West. We smoke y'all. Lakers will have a challenge trying to improve that cap-strapped roster, Acho. LeBron is injury-prone. Since you want to talk about injury-prone, 2 of the last 3 years, has LeBron been injured? AD stay injured, so we already know his check engine light stays on. He got a problem. Jazz haven't made it past the second round since 2007. Nuggets were swept by the Suns this postseason, and Dallas needs more help because they can't even get out the first round to beat my Clippers. You want to talk again? And I got one more point about you, Acho. Stay on screen. After 2 years, you can tell if a star is going to work with another star or not, right? Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, oh, my God. They got together in 1988. Did they win it all? 1989, did they win it all?
We're having it.
Okay, 1990, did they win it all? Damn it, Acho, your theory just went.
That was a good one.
It wasn't a good one. It wasn't a good one. Because you're talking about, I said, what did I say, Slick? What did I say? I said 2 stars. In 1988, was Scottie Pippen a bona fide star yet? No. In 1989, was Scottie Pippen a star yet?
I mean, no. I was around. You weren't even alive. How you know?
I said 2 stars. So while that sounded great based off hindsight bias, there are no burns left on my skin, Slick. There are no oohs and